Welcome to Speak English Podcast with Rory and Alex.
Hey, beautiful people. Welcome back to the show.
It's great to be here.
I am so happy you are joining us today. With me is my amazing co-host.
And I'm thrilled to be back. We have a really important topic today, I think.
We do. Today, we are going to talk about feelings.
Feelings. It's something everyone has.
Everyone, every single day. But, we don't always talk about them.
Yeah.
Or maybe we don't have the right words to talk about them.
Especially in a new language. It can be really difficult.
Exactly. So today, we are going to learn how. We're going to build our vocabulary and our confidence.
I'm ready. This sounds great.
Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's go.
So to start, maybe the big question, why? Why is it so important to talk about our feelings?
That is the perfect place to start. The first reason is for our mental health, for our minds to be healthy.
Okay, mental health. What does that mean exactly?
Now, think about a bottle, a simple water bottle.
Bottle. Okay.
Now imagine all of your feelings, your sadness, your anger, your stress. Imagine all of that as water.
Ah, I see where this is going.
Every time you feel something, you pour a little water into the bottle. But if you don't talk about it, it's like you're putting the cap on the bottle.
Yeah.
You're closing it.
So the water just stays inside.
It stays inside. And it builds up. More water and more water and more water. And the bottle gets fuller and fuller.
And what happens when a bottle gets too full?
It explodes. Yeah. All that pressure.
Yeah.
It has to go somewhere.
That's a really powerful image, an explosion of feelings.
It is. And that explosion can be, shouting at someone you love.
Yeah.
Or just feeling really, really bad inside. Talking about our feelings. It's like taking the cap off the bottle.
It lets the water out.
It lets the water out. A little bit at a time so it never gets too full.
That makes perfect sense. It's about release.
It is. The second reason is communication.
Okay.
Talking about your feelings helps other people understand you. It's like you're building a bridge between you and another person.
A bridge. I like that. So how does that work?
Well, if you feel sad, but you don't say anything, your friend might think you were angry at them.
Right. They can't read your mind. They have to guess.
They have to guess.
Mm-hmm.
And they might guess wrong. But if you say, hey, I'm feeling a little sad today, you build a bridge. You give them clear information.
And then they can understand. They know what's happening.
Exactly. And that leads to the third reason. Relationships.
Mm-hmm.
When you build that bridge, your relationships get stronger.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's use that same example. You tell your friend, I am feeling sad.
Okay.
What can your friend do now?
Well, they can ask why, or give you a hug, or just listen. They can help.
They can help. And when someone helps you, or even just listens, you feel closer to them. You build a connection.
So it's not just about getting feelings out. It's about letting people in.
What a beautiful way to say it.
Yes.
You are letting people in.
So to summarize, talking about feelings is good for our minds because we let the pressure out of the bottle.
Yes.
It's good for communication because we build bridges so people understand us.
That's right.
And it's good for our relationships because it makes our connections stronger.
You've got it. That's exactly why this is so important.
Okay, I'm convinced. So if we're going to talk about feelings, I guess we need the words, the vocabulary.
We do. We need the basic building blocks first, the most common words.
Where should we start?
Let's start with a really good one. Happy.
Happy, yes.
When you are happy, you might be smiling or laughing. It's that wonderful feeling you get when you are talking to a good friend or when the sun is shining.
It's a light feeling, you know?
It is. Very light. Now, the opposite of happy is sad.
Sad.
When you're sad, you might feel like crying. Everything feels a little heavy.
Like on a rainy day when you wanted to go to the park.
That's a perfect example. That's feeling sad.
Okay. Happy, sad. What's next?
Next is angry.
Ooh, a strong one.
A very strong one. When you are angry, you might feel hot. Your face might feel warm, and you might want to shout.
Like when you miss the bus and you know you're going to be late.
Yes. That feeling of arc, that is angry.
Got it. What else is in the basic list?
How about tired?
I know this one very well.
Me too. When you're tired, your body feels heavy. Your eyes want to close. You just want to sleep.
After a very long day of work, for example.
Exactly. After a long day, you feel tired.
Okay. We have 4. Happy, sad, angry, tired.
Let's do 3 more. The next one is excited.
Excited. I like this one.
It's a great feeling. It's like happy, but with a lot of energy. It's when you are looking forward to something good that is going to happen.
Like the day before you go on holiday.
Yes, that's it. You can't sleep because you feel so much energy. You're excited.
Okay. Excited. What's after that?
Let's talk about scared.
Scared.
Scared is the feeling you have when you are afraid. Maybe you are watching a spooky movie and you jump.
Right. Or you hear a strange noise in your house at night.
Exactly. Your heart beats fast.
Yeah.
That is feeling scared.
Okay. And you said one more.
One more for the basic list. Nervous.
Nervous. Now, is that the same as scared? They feel similar to me.
That is a great question. They are very similar, but a little different. Scared is usually about a danger, a spooky movie, a big dog barking.
Okay. A threat.
Yes. But nervous. Nervous is the feeling you have before a specific event, like a big test at school, or you have to speak in front of a lot of people.
Ah, I see. So you're not scared the test will hurt you. You're worried about how you will do.
Got it. That's the difference.
Yeah.
I remember I was so nervous before our first podcast recorded.
Me too. My stomach felt funny. That was being nervous.
Exactly. So those are our 7 basic words. Happy, sad, angry, tired, excited, scared, and nervous.
That's a great starting point. And actually, that brings up another question for me. I hear people say 2 different things. Sometimes they say, I feel happy, and sometimes I am happy. What's the difference? Is one better than the other?
This is such a common question, and it's a really good one. For learning English, the simple answer is there is no big difference. Really. I feel tired, and I am tired mean the same thing. They are both telling someone about your current state, how you are right now.
So I can use either one.
You can use either one.
Yeah.
You will be understood perfectly. I am happy. I feel happy. I am sad. I feel sad. Both are 100% correct.
That's a relief. I was worried I was making a mistake.
No, not at all. My advice for anyone learning is don't worry about the small nuance here. Just pick one and use it. The most important thing is to communicate your feeling, to let the water out of the bottle, you know.
Right. Don't let grammar stop you from communicating.
Exactly. Let's not get stuck. Let's just speak.
Okay, that makes sense. So we have our basic words, but sometimes feelings are more complex than just sad or angry. Are there words for more specific feelings?
Yes, absolutely. This is the next level. Let's add some more detailed words to our vocabulary.
Right.
Let's start with a word for a very specific kind of anger. The word is frustrated.
Frustrated. How would you describe that?
Frustrated is the feeling you get when something is difficult and it's not working and you keep trying, but you can't do it.
Oh, I know this feeling. Like when you are trying to build furniture from a box.
And the instructions make no sense.
Exactly. And the little screw doesn't fit in the hole. You're not just angry,
You're frustrated. It's the feeling of being blocked.
blocked. That's a good way to put it. Okay, frustrated. What's another one?
How about overwhelmed?
Overwhelmed. I hear this word a lot these days.
You do. It's a very modern feeling. Overwhelmed means you have too much to do or too much to think about. It feels like you cannot manage it all.
So it's not just being busy, it's being too busy.
It's being too busy.
Yeah.
Imagine your desk is covered in papers. So many papers you can't even see the desk. That feeling of, I don't know where to start, that is overwhelmed.
Like having 3 big projects at work all due on the same day.
Yes. Or too much homework from all your classes. It's a feeling of drowning a little bit.
Okay. Overwhelmed. I understand.
Now, let's talk about a word that is similar to nervous, but often stronger. The word is anxious.
Anxious. We talked about nervous being before a specific event. How is anxious different?
Anxious is. It's also a feeling of worry, but it's often not about one specific thing. It's more of a general worry about the future,
Yeah.
about what if something bad happens.
So nervous is, I have a test tomorrow. Anxious is.
Anxious is, what if I fail all my tests? What if I'm not good enough? It's a bigger, less specific worry.
And you mentioned it can feel stronger.
Yes, it can feel stronger. And it often has a physical feeling with it. You know that funny feeling in your stomach?
Yeah.
Like butterflies, but not good butterflies.
Yes, I know that feeling.
And that is often the feeling of being anxious. It's a worry that lives in your body.
That's a very clear explanation. Okay, anxious. Let's maybe do a positive one now.
Good idea. A wonderful positive feeling is proud.
Proud.
Proud is that warm, good feeling you get when you do something well, or when someone you love does something well.
Ah, so it can be about yourself or someone else?
Yes. You might feel proud when you finish a really difficult project at work. You look at it and think, I did that.
That's a great feeling.
Or You might feel proud watching your child learn to ride a bike. Your heart feels full. That is also being proud.
I like that one. Proud. Okay, what else?
Let's talk about a difficult one. Lonely.
Lonely.
Lonely is the feeling of being alone. But it's more than that. It's feeling alone and wishing you had a connection with someone.
So you can be in a room full of people and still feel lonely.
That is the most important part of this feeling.
Exactly.
It's not about being physically alone. It's about feeling disconnected.
Yeah.
And I want to say to everyone listening, it is okay to feel this way sometimes. It's a human feeling.
That's really important to say. There's no shame in it.
No shame at all.
Okay. Lonely. What else is on the specific list?
2 more. Let's do. Confident.
Confident. That sounds like the opposite of nervous or anxious.
It is, in a way. Confident is when you believe in yourself. You believe in your abilities. You feel strong and sure.
Like when the teacher asks a question in class and you know the answer, so you raise your hand high.
Yes, you are not worried about being wrong. You feel sure. You are confident.
A very useful feeling. And the last one.
The last one for this section is disappointed.
Disappointed.
Disappointed is the sadness you feel when your hopes are not met, when you expected something good to happen and it didn't.
So, for example, your favorite sports team is in the final match, and you are so sure they will win, and then they lose.
That feeling, that letdown feeling, is disappointment. You hoped for one thing, and the reality was different.
It's a specific kind of sadness, then. The sadness of a lost hope.
Yes, that's a perfect way to describe it.
How? Okay. Frustrated, overwhelmed, anxious, proud, lonely, confident, and disappointed. That adds a lot of detail.
It does. It helps you name your feeling more precisely.
Right. And, we've talked about different feelings, but feelings also have different strengths, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sometimes I'm a little sad and sometimes I'm very, very sad. How do we talk about that? How strong the feeling is?
Yes. The intensity. This is how we add color to our language. We can use special words called modifiers to show the strength.
Modifiers. Okay.
For a low intensity, a small feeling, we could say a bit or a little.
A bit or a little. Can you give me an example?
Sure. Imagine you buy an ice cream cone and you take one step and the ice cream falls on the ground.
Oh, no.
It feels sad, right? But it's a small problem. So you could say, I'm a bit sad, or I'm a little sad.
Okay, that makes sense. It's not a huge sadness, just a little.
Exactly. Now, for high intensity, a very, very strong feeling, we can use words like completely or extremely.
Completely.
Extremely just means very, very. So let's think of a big sad event. Maybe you lose something that is very important to you, like a special gift from your grandmother.
That would be terrible.
In that situation, you wouldn't say, I'm a bit sad. You would say, I am extremely sad. Or you might use a stronger word like, I am completely devastated.
Devastated. That sounds very strong.
It is. It means completely broken by sadness. So you can see the difference. Dropping an ice cream is a bit sad. Losing something precious is completely devastated.
That really helps to show the difference in scale. Can we do another one, like with nervous and anxious?
Of course. You could say, I'm a little bit nervous about my presentation. That means you're worried, but you can handle it.
Oh, okay.
But if the feeling is very, very strong and you're worrying about everything, you might say, I feel extremely anxious.
I see. So a little bit nervous versus extremely anxious. They paint very different pictures.
They do. Using these words, a bit, a little, very, extremely, completely, it adds so much detail. It really helps the other person understand the size of your feeling.
It makes your English sound much more natural, too, I think.
It really does.
Speaking of natural English, I know there are also idioms, those special phrases that don't mean exactly what the words say. Are there idioms about feelings?
Oh, I love idioms. Yes, there are so many wonderful idioms about feelings. Using them can make you sound very fluent.
Okay, let's learn a few.
Let's start with a very happy one. If you are extremely happy, you can say you are on cloud 9.
On cloud 9, like literally sitting on a cloud.
Exactly. Imagine you were floating high in the sky on a big, soft, white cloud. That's the feeling. Pure happiness.
When would you use that?
You could use it when you get some amazing news, like, I got the job, I'm on cloud 9, or my vacation starts tomorrow, I'm on cloud 9.
I like that. It's a great visual. On cloud 9, what's another one?
Let's do one for when you are feeling a little bit sick. The idiom is under the weather.
Under the weather. That's a strange one. What does weather have to do with being sick?
It's an old phrase from sailing. When sailors felt seasick, they would go below deck, away from the wind and rain. They would go under the weather.
Ah, so it just means feeling unwell.
Exactly. It's a very polite way to say you are sick. If a friend invites you to a party, you could say, I'd love to, but I'm feeling a bit under the weather.
That sounds much softer than saying I'm sick.
It does. It's very useful.
Yeah.
Okay, next one is a bit more serious. Walking on eggshells.
Walking on eggshells? I can picture that. It sounds stressful.
It is very stressful. This idiom means you are being very, very careful around someone because you don't want to make them angry or upset. They are very sensitive.
So you have to watch every word you say, every step you take?
Yes. Like if you were walking on real eggshells, they would break so easily. You have to be incredibly gentle. It describes a difficult situation with a person.
That's a very powerful idiom, walking on eggshells.
It is. Okay, one more. This one is for deep sadness. It broke my heart.
It broke my heart.
We use this when something makes us feel extremely sad or disappointed.
Yeah.
The sadness feels so strong, it feels like your heart is physically breaking.
Like if a pet runs away or a long relationship ends.
Yes. You could say, when she said goodbye, it broke my heart. It communicates a very deep level of pain.
Wow. On cloud 9, under the weather, walking on eggshells, it broke my heart. They are like little poems.
They are. And they do take practice to remember and use correctly, but they are a wonderful part of the language.
This is also helpful for talking about our own feelings, but what about asking other people? How do we ask someone about their feelings in a kind way?
Such an important question. We are moving from talking to listening.
Right. And, just saying, how are you, doesn't always work.
It really doesn't. Why do you think that is?
Well, the normal answer is always, I'm fine, thanks. And you? It's almost automatic. It's not a real question anymore.
It's a greeting, like saying hello. So if we really want to know, we need to ask in a different way. We need better questions.
So what are some of these better questions?
One of my favorites is very simple. You ask, how are you? And they say, I'm fine. Then you look at them kindly and ask, how are you really feeling?
Adding that word, really.
Yes. And saying it slowly, gently. It shows that you are not just being polite. It shows you genuinely care and you are ready to listen. It's an invitation.
I like that. How are you really feeling? What's another option?
Another one, if you think someone is sad or upset about something specific, is, do you want to talk about it?
Do you want to talk about it?
Yes. This one is wonderful because it gives the other person a choice. It's a very gentle, open door. They can say no, and that's okay. But you have offered your support.
It's not pushy. It's respectful.
Exactly. And one more. If you see someone and they look worried, or they are very quiet and thinking, you can ask, is something on your mind?
Is something on your mind? That's a nice way to phrase it.
It is. Just shows that you've noticed they seem thoughtful or preoccupied. It's a soft way to check in. The most important thing with all these questions is your tone of voice.
You have to sound kind and gentle.
Yes, you have to create a safe space for them to open up. You have to show them you are ready to listen without judgment.
Okay, so let's say we ask one of these questions, and our friend tells us something difficult. They say they are feeling overwhelmed or lonely. What do we say then? How do we respond with empathy?
Empathy. First, what does that word mean to you?
To me, empathy is trying to understand what another person is feeling and showing them that you understand.
That is a perfect definition. It is understanding and sharing another person's feelings. And there are some key phrases that can help us show empathy.
Like a script we can use.
A little bit, yes.
Yeah.
But they have to come from the heart. For example, if a friend says they are overwhelmed with work, a great response is, that must be really hard.
That must be really hard. Why is that so powerful?
Because you are not trying to fix their problem. You are not saying you should do this. You are just seeing their struggle. You are validating their feeling. You're saying your feeling is real and it makes sense.
You're agreeing with them that the situation is difficult.
Exactly. Another phrase, if you have had a similar experience, is, I understand how you feel.
Okay, I understand how you feel.
Now be careful with this one. Only say it if it's true. But if you have truly felt that way before, it creates a very strong connection. It shows them they are not alone in their feeling.
Right, it builds a bridge.
It does. And a third, very simple but very powerful phrase is, I'm here for you.
I'm here for you.
That's it. You don't have to have the answers. You just have to be present. This phrase tells them, whatever you're going through, you don't have to go through it alone.
That can make a huge difference.
A huge difference. And finally, after they've shared something vulnerable with you, a wonderful thing to say is, Thank you for sharing that with me.
Thank you for sharing that with me.
Yes, this shows that you value their trust. It tells them that sharing their feelings was not a burden, it was a gift. It makes them feel safe to share with you again in the future.
These are amazing. That must be really hard. I understand how you feel. I'm here for you. And thanks for sharing that with me.
They are all about listening and supporting, not fixing.
That is the secret to empathy. Witnessing, not fixing.
This is so much great information. Maybe we could practice. We could try using this vocabulary in some real-life situations.
What a fantastic idea. A role play. Okay, you go first. Tell me about a situation. Okay, let's say I had a bad day at work. I come home and you ask me, how are you really feeling?
Okay, so you've just come home from a bad day at work. Hey, you look tired. How are you really feeling?
Ugh, I am tired. I'm also really frustrated.
Oh no, that sounds hard. Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah. My computer was so slow all day and I had a deadline and I just couldn't get my work done. I feel overwhelmed. There's still so much to do tomorrow.
That must be really difficult. I understand how you feel when technology just doesn't work. I'm here for you if you just want to vent.
Thanks. That actually helps a lot, just saying it.
See? It works. Okay, my turn to suggest a situation.
Go for it.
Let's talk about a big, exciting event. You just found out you are going on a trip to a place you have always wanted to visit. How would you describe that feeling?
Oh, wow. I would be so excited. I mean, extremely excited. I would probably say I'm on cloud 9.
Yes. Perfect use of the idiom. You're anticipating something wonderful.
I would feel so happy and full of energy.
That's it. You've captured it perfectly. Okay, let's do one more situation. A difficult one.
Okay.
Imagine your friend was planning a big party. They worked on it for months. And then, on the day of the party, a big storm comes, and they have to cancel it. How are they feeling?
Oh, that's awful. They would be very sad for sure.
What other words could we use?
They would be so disappointed. All their hopes for the party are gone.
Yes, disappointed is the perfect word.
And honestly, if they worked on it for months, they might even say, it broke my heart to cancel it.
Absolutely. That shows the depth of their sadness. You see how using these specific words paints a much clearer picture.
It really does. It's much more descriptive than just sad.
And you did a great job using the vocabulary.
You know, we mentioned a bad day at work. It made me think. Expressing feelings at work can be tricky. You want to be professional.
It can be very tricky. You need to choose your words carefully.
Are there any specific words or phrases that are good for the workplace, especially when you're feeling stressed?
Yes, there are. A very common and professional term for feeling extreme work stress is burned out.
Burned out.
Yes. Think of a candle. When it's new, it has a bright flame. But after it has been burning for a very, very long time, the wax is all gone. The flame goes out, it's burned out.
So it means you've used up all your energy from working too much for too long.
Exactly. It's more than just tired. It's a deep exhaustion. You can say to your boss or a trusted colleague, I'm feeling burned out lately. It's understood as a serious state of work-related stress.
That's a very useful term, burned out. What else?
If you are feeling overwhelmed in the moment, you can say, I need to take a mental break.
A mental break.
Yes. It doesn't mean you are leaving for the day. It just means you need 5 or 10 minutes away from your desk to clear your head, to let your mind rest.
That sounds much more professional than saying I'm too stressed out.
It does. It shows you are aware of your state and you are taking a responsible step to manage it so you can come back and do good work. Burned out for a long-term feeling, and I need a mental break for a short-term feeling.
Those are really helpful for navigating feelings in a professional environment.
They are.
This makes me wonder, too. Do all cultures talk about feelings in the same way? Or is it different depending on where you're from?
That is such a wise and important question. And the answer is no. It is very, very different across cultures.
How so?
While some cultures are very private, keeping your feelings inside is seen as a sign of strength. It's considered polite not to burden other people with your emotions.
So in those cultures, the bottle analogy might be seen as a good thing. Keep the lid on tight.
Exactly. While in other cultures, sharing your feelings openly is seen as a sign of honesty and closeness. It's how you build trust.
So where do most English-speaking cultures fit in, like the US, the UK, or Australia?
That's a big generalization, of course, but
Yeah.
generally English-speaking cultures value directness and honesty. Being open about how you feel is often seen as a positive thing. It's part of building that bridge we talked about.
So it's generally safe and good to talk about your feelings in English.
It is. Of course, it depends on the person and the situation. But you shouldn't be shy. Don't think of it as a weakness. I want you to think of it as a skill.
A skill.
Yes. Expressing your feelings clearly is a skill. Just like learning grammar or pronunciation, it takes practice. And the more you practice, the easier it gets.
So it's okay if it feels strange or difficult at first.
It's completely okay. You are learning. Be patient with yourself.
Wow. We have covered so much today. My mind is full of new ideas.
It has been a big conversation. Maybe we should recap. Let's go over the key takeaways, the most important points from our discussion.
A great idea. The top 10 points. I'll start. Number 1. Talking about your feelings is important for your mental health. It lets the pressure out of the ball.
Perfect. Number 2, we learned the 7 basic feelings words: happy, sad, angry, tired, excited, scared, and nervous.
Right. Number 3. I feel versus I am. For beginners, they are both okay to use. Don't worry about the difference. Just communicate.
Excellent. Number 4, we learned more specific words to add detail, like frustrated, overwhelmed, anxious, proud, and disappointed.
Number 5 was about intensity, using modifiers like a bit for small feelings and extremely or completely for very strong feelings.
Yes. Number 6, we learned some fun English idioms like being on cloud 9 when you're happy or feeling under the weather when you're sick.
Number 7 was about asking others, using better questions than how are you, like how are you really feeling?
That's right. And number 8 was how to respond with empathy, saying things like, that must be really hard and I'm here for you.
Number 9 was putting it all into practice in real-life situations, like a bad day at work or sharing exciting news.
And that leads us perfectly to the end. Number 10, expressing feelings is a skill. It's not a weakness. And like any skill, it just takes practice.
10 points. That's a fantastic summary of everything.
I really hope that after our conversation today, everyone listening feels a little more confident, a little more prepared to talk about their feelings in English.
I feel more confident, for sure. And to help everyone practice, I have a challenge.
Ooh, a challenge.
Yeah.
I love it. What is it?
I challenge everyone listening to keep a feelings journal in English.
A feelings journal. Tell us more.
It's very simple. Every day, just take 2 minutes and write down one sentence. Today I feel, and then choose the best word.
Today I feel proud. Today I feel a little bit tired.
Exactly. It's a private, safe way to practice all this new vocabulary, to check in with yourself and build the habit of naming your feelings.
That is a wonderful, wonderful challenge. I hope all of you will try it.
Me too.
It has been such a pleasure talking about this with you all today.
It really has.
If you enjoyed this episode,
Please like this video
subscribe to Speak English with Rory.
and hit that bell so you never miss a new lesson.
We also have a question for you. Please leave a comment below and tell us. How are you feeling today?
Or tell us about a time you felt really excited about something. We would love to read your stories.
Keep speaking.
Keep growing.
Keep believing in yourself.
And we'll see you next time.
Beautiful people. Goodbye.